Хората, които 7-те има, които са били баннати, брат, са били фол баннати, обаче вече е твърде късно, за да ги вкарат отново, брат. Тая игра не е реална, между другото.
Yeah, how are they gonna ban them? I'm messaging them by the way, and they're saying, yeah, we can't provide any information. Like I'm saying, like earlier in the day, like it's just unreal, bro.
Oh, Juga's here.
Yeah, he's here. He's here.
Това стейбъл Роналдо
Wait,
ли
Buga, how do you
говоря?
feel about this?
I already said what I
Bro,
felt.
everyone in here is disqualified. Yamzo is the
Thanks for the
future.
money. I said thanks for the money. You guys run this shit.
Well, yeah, you guys are not disqualified anymore. Sorry. I'm sorry.
We'll
No,
queue
it's-
tomorrow.
it-
Wait, can we queue tomorrow?
It's off our record,
Everyone's standing up.
bro. Listen,
Аз така ще казвам коите. Гледай какво става. 3500 коментара, 3300 лайка, брат. 3500 коментара, 3300 лайка само. За една програма, която беше Early Access от създатели на DropMapCalc, което е приложение, където ти показва най-перфектния DropMap от DropMapCalc. Обаче те направиха така, че взеха API от не знам, от някаква компания, където продава, в смисъл, където има информация за играта от 15 години, в смисъл за доста игри е явно много. Взима тази информация, която е whitelisted, а whitelisted значи, че може да се ползва. След това, то пич е дал Early Access на протата, които явно са спонсори с DropCalc, и след това те имат Unfair Advantage, брат, Unfair Advantage, и Fortnite ги банна заради това. Макар че е whitelisted somehow, обаче го дава real time тази информация за колко солот има, колко search си взел от Storm, колко search си е бъв, колко... Ако маркнеш in-game, дропмапа директно ти излиза някъде в сайта, брат. Вместо ти да правиш буса и да маркнеш. Всичко си го прави автоматично, брат. Вместо тебе. Ей това, брат. Показва колко солот има, показва как да се направите дропмапа, показва колко демидж сте си взели от Storm, за да не смятате Storm Stickness. Показва и самия дропмап. Тук просто на снимката, защото дропмап няма как ще са ингейм. На Европа не, защото бях навън. Не ми се гледаше много.
Still see Peterbot, Boyo, Cold, Rapid, Reek, Cooper, Muzz, Sphinx, Acorn, Bolts. A lot of big dogs left in the game right now. Cooper, Reek, 5 below here. So everything, of course, coming to a close here for some. Agers and Ritual fighting for their tournament life right now. 31 below, possibly going to find themselves in a surge here. And in the storm, and Seek is just holding on to dear life here, grabbing that wall. Agers, Ritual have had enough though. Into the box they go. They make sure they finish things up. On the other side, you see Cooper, of course, finding the few tags that they need to stay very much safe and alive here now, and love how this is all playing out, but the rotates have to come through. Aegis Ritual go for the big bounce.
Yeah, you just got to be careful rotating up mountains like this with those shockwaves. Yes, it's going to be the easiest chance you can to get up the map. You see players flying by, but it also leaves you open to getting beamed. And depending where you're at in the Storm Surge leaderboard, might not necessarily be a good thing in the feed. Kind of see Rezi going down, Light falling. Higgs is able to get an elimination onto Zen as well. So rotating is never easy for anyone. That's why it's important. That's why you see Cold and Rapid making the rotation early. It allows them to look back at the side of zone and kind of pad that cushion when it comes to Storm Surge.
Рит и Купър никакъв шанс.
Rit
Купър да го набър.
That's a real interesting pickup, but look at this. Cooper lost on the rotate here. Reet and Cooper have to play hyper aggressive. They are continuing to flirt with that line, and now it's all come to catch up. Cooper no longer in the game here. It's all up to Reet. Misses a few shots, but finds a couple onto Bolts. All right, this is going to keep him closer and closer to being safe, but he is still not safe just yet. And I'm curious why he's not just firing blindly at different boxes right now. He needs to get some kind of damage in.
Шарк много електронна не е зле. Много трудно да направи first place. Като цяло може да клони за лан евент, ама first place вече няма. Рит умират, брат. Ivchou и Clix и Clix на high round first game.
Almost every single time you've got Clix and Higgs on high ground.
Пийте Пойо, къде са? Точно под него.
And of course, you got to start pressuring those second layer teams here. A lot of ammunition in Clix's loadout. Take a look though. Boyo, Peterbot continuing to do what they do best, and they actually find Acorn on the rotate right there. Another favorite
Между другото, видях в Twitter, че нови два тима са ги банали. Това един от тимовете беше Буга, брат. Буга е крейс. Представяш си да бъдеш баннат 2 часа преди FNCS Grand Finals или 3 часа, нещо също. Окей, Болт си взима вендинг машина от зона. Сигурно ще му пулне там. Не му пула всъщност. Пийте Пойо, 3 кила only, топ 20 лев. Пийте взима някакъв кил. Обаче хайграунда ги спрева и това е Clix и Хикс. Кои други Брейс, Вижуалс на лоу-граунд. Болт се жи. Стинкс. Clix и Хикс, брат, дали ще уинат? Или Peterbot и Пойо ще направят някакъв плей за хай? За сега май никой не са ги контестнали на хайграунд. 24 билда дърво. Мъс и Спинкс 3 кила. О, ето плея на хайграунд. Peterbot и Пойо сплифат ги. По някаква цел обаче. Играят зона. О, Хикс обаче много лошо шопевка, maybe. Не, оцеляват. Пийте ти и той. Един билд. Пулгрив. Пийте Пойо, брат. Умря. Само Пойо е жив. Топ 7 right now. Найс. Омага. Убива Колт. Взимат 5 билда, взима само вече един. Okay. Clix и Хикс стил на хайграунд, брат. Clix умира. Пойо с 5 кила, брат. Не, умира топ 6. Хикс обаче на хайграунд като соло. Мъс и Сфинкс са живи отдолу и оцелява. Има медкит. Найс. Не го попа, веднага отида на мега хайграунда. Мъс и Сфинкс пробва се да вземат, убиват Хикс. Топ 5. Мъс и Сфинкс с 4 кила, брат. Вижуал Брейд са живи на лоу-граунд. Ейви, той и още някакви двама. Вижуал и Брейд са много хелт, имат много билдове. По-скоро Брейдс няма, ама. Мъс и Сфинксите май нямат, но Мъс даже шок-уейвна. Явно и той има много билда. Всички до топ 3. Кой изма first game? О, тима се вби, брат. 6 хил имат тия даже пичове. Руинс и някакъв друг. Вижуал и Брейд обаче maybe ще го имат. Мъс дропа 2 билда, мисля, че. И виж каква зона пълна, брат. Къде е пълна ласт зона? Един ласт бил. Вижуал има 16 обаче. Някой пръкна в зоната май. Това някой има на вендинг машината или? Да. Сфинкс с W play, maybe. Обаче Брейдс май имаше медпит, да. Вижуалс. И Брейдс май умират, брат. Сфинкс. О! Сикнеса, брат, сикнеса. Сфинкс, брат, получи сикнес. 1 секунда, брат. 2 секунди по-късно да беше отишъл и ще да спечели. Две късно.
And they're not a team that goes in desperation mode just because they're below the damage threshold. And that's a huge focal point for their game plan. But Peterbot and Boyo,
Пити Пойо обаче втора игра нещо не е добре за тях. Един сплаш пит с 19 билда. Не е добре.
Boyo is barely surviving, less than 50 HP left, and it's not slowing down anytime soon. They're burning through their material, less than 10 left on Peterbot. He's still trying to scramble around, but not really finding an open opportunity here to get back into this game.
Very smart scramble though, going back to all that invested metal, trying to find himself a little bit of a safety spot amongst the chaos, and that was all because the teams in his general area needed damage. So they unfortunately found himself positioned next to all these opponents that needed a ton of damage. They get shot up by the entire lobby, and now they have to find damage themselves. Peterbot at least gets an elimination there, so it's not a zero-sum game, but they are still so far below. Boyo has to go into the box. We've seen him do the impossible before. He gets another set of points, but how much more can he realistically do here?
Yeah, I'm not really feeling too worried though. We saw
Добре,
what
вече няма
Boyo
да
could do in
сърч.
the heat just
Пойо
to
мога
get
почне,
to
maybe.
this stage, but you gotta be careful. Chance does go down.
Bolt
Cold and
rapid, I
rapid,
guess.
just terrorizing those floors, dropping him into the box, and you're kind
Пойо
of
на
see the shakeup that this
97
lobby
хил.
has right before our very eyes, and this is where we're going into these next couple of zones, Monster.
Има
If we
60
go
билда или
towards the
50.
north, the northwest, or even towards the northeast, you better buckle in because we're going to be in for a roller coaster of emotions. Yes, if we go south, we go down a
Добре,
mountain,
влезна
but
в
it
зоната
eases up
и
the pressure
хубаво.
from a lot of what these players are facing.
Това и
Go
трябва,
towards
като
the
си се обърна
northeast.
с
Boyo, I
25
hope you're
билда,
ready
не
for
на
this
макс
ride.
с HP.
Yeah, this is gonna be crazy. Now he does still have a couple shockwaves, but with Acorn here to the side, I mean, these are dangerous teams on high ground.
Clix
Clix
Hicks
and Higgs
къде са?
already looking out in the distance as well here. Boyo has
Oh,
found
Clix
himself in
Hicks
so
отново са на
many
high ground,
solo
бе.
situations this weekend, and he has just performed time in and time out.
Бък и Зен
I feel
правят
like we're
ендгейм.
asking so much of him to keep their team on the standings right now, but hey, he is nearing a top 20. Clix Higgs have that natural elevation to play with as well, and they are just in the best position right now that we have seen so far as making it into another top positioning endgame here.
And you
Okay,
see
Higgs
Higgs
in my
Clix
front.
back-to-back games going for that high ground early, and you see they're focusing not only on the players kind of rotating around,
Clix ще
but the ones
конектне
that
ли
are
до него
in
или
that
не?
business. Those are the threats to that high ground, the second height.
Sphinx и
They
Muzz.
keep putting down that focus. Muzz and Sphinx might be one of those teams as well. They're not dropping down unless they have to. You see Boyo trying to shockwave off, probably only has one shockwave left in his
Boyo още
inventory.
коша
You
като
see him
обрат.
down to 6 builds, and this is where it becomes just a nightmare of a situation for Boyo. But he
Clix
gets a little bit of a
Hicks
blessing
втора
in
игра
this
на high ground.
there. Sphinx dropping down along with
Две
Muzz
от
trying
две.
to control their own destiny as well.
That was crazy, a little missed here.
Добре, Boyo
to
хила
kind of
много
support
повече,
him, and he's trying to
отколкото
find out, hey, where was that throw? Who
беше.
can I jump on? Who needs these heals right now? But unfortunately, he doesn't quite
Вино и
find the
Кърв с
opportunity there, but
7
just
кила,
four
брат.
builds. One shockwave, so this shock has to be played almost
Okay,
offensively
Vino
now.
с the
Can
best
he
aim, I
get
guess,
into
somehow.
a situation for a refresher here? Of course he can, finds a player there, but doesn't quite find the follow-up. This player's jumping all around him. There goes a missed tag.
Clix и
He's
Хикс
got
отново
nothing
взимат.
there and into the hands of another
Никой не ги
duo.
контества за
That
high ground
opponent
и
goes,
Пой
and
умира,
no
брат, топ
refresh for him.
18.
Down he falls in the top
Почна малко
18.
плейсмент,
Getting
ама.
back to the wide view, you have Clix and Higgs on high ground.
Clix и
Acorn
Хикс сега
bolts,
половината играта, брат.
sizing up the second layer, cold and rapid, front side of the low ground, just playing for an ultimate end.
Yeah, and for Acorn and both, they wait till the last second. They
Sphinx
figure
на
out a
много
build.
остави, брат.
Muzz gets in the box, ends up with one elimination. Wagers sends
Вино и
him
Кърв
right
са
back
живи
to
още,
the
брат.
lobby.
Пъти
And
имат
this goes
7
to
кила.
show we're in second place there in the first game.
А
It's
един
kind of
кил е
going down
4 точки.
relatively early here. Cold, along with Rapid, they're controlling one side. You see Venom and Curve controlling the other, but this is where it continues to become a nightmare. We're going down into the divot off the side
Okay,
of that
okay.
mountain. For Clix and Higgs, they have the biggest advantage, control over the high ground, but Osid, Scare, they're there. Agers and
build
Ritual,
Clix.
they're there as well.
The problem with this is you have to
86
use
white.
material in order to,
Okay,
maintain your
Makua.
positioning right now. This is the type of end game you cannot practice for. Agers, Ritual, also starting to fizzle out now. You can see as they're starting to lower themselves gently down the layers here, looking for opportunity into a box. They're trying to send themselves, but no, the defense was good from the
Гърфи.
opponents there.
И двете до
Beam on the
летят,
other
брат.
side loses a lot of
Вино
shield,
умира
you're forced
и
to
Кърв.
miss up, and Clix as well. Very desperate situation for
Acorn и Bolt, брат,
and
взимат
Bolt's
хай.
finally attack,
Трите тима,
and it's
братле.
theirs to secure.
Wow, Clix and Higgs read the curve and Veno play from a
Направо.
mile away.
Колко
They
пъти
get the
играха зона?
elims, they
5
get
пици
the
имат общо.
knocks, but in comes Acorn Acorn and Bolts while they're distracted. Clix and Higgs said, nah, you're not going to get it for free. Clix is literally putting it all on the line. He said this is his FNCS to win if he's going to get it. And he takes down Bolts, leaving Acorn as a solo, but there's still 3 more threats in the mix. Scared Osin, Ages of Ritual, they're still alive, but Clix is still focused on the Acorn.
Май ще win за тях или? 4 кила имат. А не, 2. Няма значение, брат. Ако Уинър са много напред. Maybe first. Обаче Agers имат 8 кил. Тук Clix трябва да фрага аут невера. Ричо, maybe ще го вземе. Много го да. Всички са в форма. Всички 4 човека. Таки обаче. Добре. Clix не взима тага, брат. Обаче Уинът с 4 кила. 133 точки. Oh my god. Clix и Higgs maybe са first place after second game.
Performances for them right now. You saw the game 1. They are showing us how it is they want to play the grand finals this weekend, and that's height or nothing. Game 2 though, Zeke, is now wraps.
Гледай какъв лул. Pizza 6 клаша, Legendary Pump, Cap Shockwave. Той е Long Kilent е the best spot on the map. Не сега, че имаш the best rotation, the best game, който ти дава 1200 билда за една минута. Какво да говорим, брат?
You see every single one of those trees, well the thick ones, they have a huge amount of HP and you can connect to them as well in this end.
The best team in the world, the best players
are going to be in play. So we're going to have teams that not only can contest the high ground, can hold on to it for longer than usual. Cold and Rapid try to make their way in, moving forward, almost running to Peterbot and Poyo as they're almost 1,000 damage above the threshold. Monster, this is one thing that you wanted to pay close attention to right now from one game to the next. This is night and day here for Peterbot and Poyo.
Yeah, definitely. They're playing aggressive right now. It's almost as if they say
добре, nice wall take. То даже е още на един пъмпало. Ма те умират в същия дол, май. Пит взима кил. Да, добро. Clix и Higgs трета игра на хайграунд. Те всяка игра ще са на хайграунд, брат.
Just like in a couple of the other games, I stopped asking myself when I see certain players going up the high ground, is it too early? I think Clix and Higgs have proved it's never too early for them to try to take that high ground, especially in a zone like this where you have all those trees that you can actually attach to maintain your position on height. But for now, Clix and Higgs continue to look down below, realize the zone is going to force players not only out of their boxes, but to shockwave from point A to point B, and that's going to be the best chances they can to beam people out of the sky. You see a good amount of damage landing onto Cold before he gets to the front side of the zone.
Saw the hesitation
Cold
there.
400 билда.
With them. Fortunately ends up on a different layer there for a second, but
Clix взима първият кил.
reunited now. Looking to kind of reposition, refresh up.
Конектнаха до дърветата даже. Ява.
Juggernaut of a positioning over the rest of the lobby.
Acorn and Bolts.
Big trunk of the tree there, and they're just so
Thanks,
high up
Mutz.
that no one's going to be able to contest them, I don't think. So they might just be able to waltz their way into the end game. Muzz, Sphinx here fighting for what they can do right
Добре,
now.
си виждат ги на
They're
спамват.
starting to run out of material though, Jacob. This is getting really desperate for Muzz and Sphinx.
Yeah, but you can see Muzz just sliding
Гледай,
through
гледай.
a couple of
Clix и
those
Higgs, брат.
boxes before he gets in zone. Clix and Higgs continue to elevate themselves higher and higher because they know the
Пит и
shock
Poyo
with
изглеждат
the
много
Fizz,
стакнати още.
anybody can contest that high ground in a
Минимум
moment's
топ
notice. We've
5
already seen it
парада.
throughout 2 games so far as Peterbot peaks at the
Мъс
perfect time,
Спhinx
finds
умират.
another knock
Не е
elimination gonna be
по-много
cleaned
явно.
up elsewhere.
Пък и
Even
Sphinx беше
Sphinx
кракнат.
going down, Acorn cleans up another elimination. You see in threats going down.
Acorn
in the corner, just goes
и
to show
Bolts,
that
брат,
these
second
players that
time
are
може да
on
направят
that
някакъв
mid
плей
layer are
за
just
high ground.
bumping heads back
Пит
and
взима another
forth
kill.
just to get inches in a game
Rapid
that
той.
seems a mile long.
Finally, Cold and Rapid get their first eliminations here in the end game. Bit uncharacteristic of them to not have
Cooper и Reed живеят
several
още,
set
брат.
of elims right now, given how they like to
Че
play
Cooper убива
aggressively
Ivchou
in these
даже.
end games. But Don't count him out just yet.
Пит, Пойо гледа 70 билда, брат, за Пит. Пойо 26 билда. Тук е добър, боже. Какви приерите, даже той приерите даже изчезнали, не знам какво стана. Мастера не са поставил по на пич. Visual и Braids. Clix и Hicks все още на хай. Още никой не ги иконва, брат. За този хай раунд. Пит с 5 кила, бате. Той по-уверено беше блоков за Пит. Rapid 4 или модел. Обаче Peterbot с много повече. Clix и Hicks май имат само един кил. Макс да имат. Кой умира. Обаче Кол и Rapid, брат, имаха 0 оцеля. 0 кил имаха, като гледаха Pen Games с 6. 7 скоро. Clix и Hicks maybe second win от 3 игри. Харе Peterbot, the best coacher. 2024 coaches, please.
Using the Fizz for the utility, not necessarily the shield. Cold is finally gone down. Rapid stuck outside of the zone. Acorn trying to cut off the path of Braids, but Braids takes him down.
Две дулта, брат. Clix, едното дуло на хай. Rapid, Cold 8 кила, 180 точки. 9 кила. Пит. Тук maybe kill. No way. Добре. Clix и Hicks 2 кила. Обаче maybe second win. Те са единственото дуло. Вау. Second win, брат. Две подред за Clix и Hicks.
Already, Monster, we have our first back-to-back victory royales from Clix and Higgs. They got their wonky land uncontested, and they're putting it to use.
Sky Scroll точно направиха две подред.
In third place, and so with only a 4-point game for Clix and Higgs, they're definitely going to try to close that gap. Hopefully, try to take that top 2 spot after this game.
Може да направят приелит фор, брат.
In their journey so far, but they're looking like here in the second half of the day, they finally figured out how to make things work. Underneath the bridge, but you can see not a lot of material or resources left on the Agers.
This is what they do best, though, finding eliminations right now. These big, pivotal moments here where placement points and elims are going to start propelling you up the standings. Cold and Rapid at the front side of zone, nothing to worry about right now. They're going to surely be breaking away here if they keep getting this amount of runway to work with. Cold shockwaves deep into the storm there. It was worth it. He picks up a bunch of extra heals, material, and everything else now. So Rapid and Cold, like we said, just at the start of this, have proven to be the strongest low ground team so far here in the lobby, and they're not switching up the strategy at all right now.
Yeah, they get the front side of the zone and immediately return back, starting to build up, giving them time to work with. Even with Acorn and Bolts trying to go ahead and shockwave over, they have a little bit of elevation advantage. Acorn and Bolts going to be stuck underneath. Quick couple of shots going to fire off in their direction. They're going to hold their position. 336 though, above the damage threshold. No real reason to peek, but they're just trying to build that cushion. 4 players go down. Storm Surge no longer in this game. And for Agers, it's not necessarily Storm Surge he has to worry about. It's the lack of HP. It's the zero build to be the miracle here.
Yeah, and I still saw Buzz playing solo as well right now. But look at this, talking about solos. Pollo is by himself.
И не може да спочне. О, добре оцелява. Много била, брат, добре. Не взе Сайфан. Не успя да го убие за кил. За Сайфан, за Мац.
And gets shot while going for it. That little bit of shield being the difference maker to keep him in the game right now. He knows there's danger ahead of him. Forcing himself to build right now. Use the shockwave to get himself that unlimited stamina there now too. Agers falls on the left. Bullet falls shortly behind him in the runway. The opportunity to catch up comes to a close there. And things remain competitive now on the standings. Meanwhile, Bolts and Acorn get off the low ground into the high ground here now.
Колт и Ричо, брат, ако направят момент, ако направят, ще са мега хет. Тапи и по брат, са много назад и те пък. Сега всичко зависи от Колт и Ричо. Не ги виждам тя, обаче силно тъжи. Колт и Рапид, да. Колт и Рапид. Гледайте са 240 точки. Обаче гледай големи думи. Ама живеят, живеят. Живеят, той е шкирен на макс.
The decision maker to send Cold back to the lobby, but the pressure's coming in. They see the mist as well, so that's why the shots are focusing in on them. And Bolts and Acorn are recognizing this is their immediate competition right here. This is the threat in the lobby. Who's daring to hold the second height? That's the team they want to send back. Great tracking so far. As now we get to see grades and visuals on the bottom right. So far so good for them. They are slowly creeping their way back up the standings here. From that game 1 victory royale to a strong game 4 right here. They're positioned very well. They're just a couple elims away from being inside the top 3 now.
Абе, Купър и Риц, той 400 точки. Те направо цепят.
Yep, global champion here, forced into another clutch situation. Good damage, unfortunately enough, not enough to get the elimination. Siphon, Wager, Slepsy getting approached. They're forced to scramble outside of the box. They go 2 different directions though, so they don't necessarily have the strength and numbers anymore. Slepsy gets tagged up. Wager's goes down into the wrong box. He goes in. What a perfect elimination for Cold. Only thing he was missing there was the HP, and now he picks up the Siphon, looking for more. Slepsy in his path along with Veer. They get good damage, no elimination just yet, but they're staying persistent, making sure to push them further outside of the zone.
Underdog,
you were hoping Cold and Rapper were going to fall early. Well, guess what?
They made it deep
into the top 10. Now Rapid is going to fall here, but Cold follows up. Just get the full elimination there too, and the Siphon keeps him in the game. Meanwhile, back to Acorn's perspective. Just 30 mats now. That's not a winning amount of material just yet, so don't count them just in. Hold up. I'm still seeing visuals alive. I'm seeing a lot of solos here, Jacob. This is not looking too hot for the low ground teams.
Yeah, unfortunately, Visual's run comes to an end here. Madden goes down. Cole is still left alive, though. It's essentially solos versus duos up above. Veer and Cole down below. Their clash, and Bolts is ready to steal away the elimination. 4 points per. Those eliminations could be the difference, but Cole is able to get the elimination onto Veer. That's 4 more points for them, but he's in a tough situation against Acorn, against Bolts, front side of the zone. Medkit just in case. They're ready to chop it down. No instant retakes for you as Cole's just trying to make a mad dash, but the only chance to make it in towards the zone. He gets coned off again, and that opportunity goes out the window. Acorn and Bolts have finally woken up here in the second half of the day to take the VR.
And if you was looking at the standings, you wouldn't even
take the VR, brat.
In the race at 128 coming into this game. Acorn and Bolts do it in game number 4 there, Zeke.
29.
They're
going to increase that just a little bit, 69 above the damage threshold. It's not a feeling of safety here, but for them, exactly that. We're going into the next zone. It's a moment of fresh air, but instantly the wind gets sucked out of their lungs here as they fall 60 below yet again.
But for a team like this, that's all you need, right? Just a little moment here, and they do have some heals to work with, but the clock is ticking. 30 seconds remaining. Duo's right up above them, into the box. Boyo goes. He gets one monster's tag.
Набимо 100 през 3 неща, брат, е така с... Не, направо, те са нереални, брат. Peterbot му наби 100 през 5 неща, брат. Без да го вижда. И по-го би ги другия момент. Бък е нокнат. Ай, те умират в сърч. Clix и Хикс, 99 абъв. Зоната е до лонг, пак 3 зони от 5 игри, брат, са до лонг.
Look at this, Clix and Higgs might be going for another high ground positioning.
Yeah, this is actually a smart rotation by them. We saw Buggy down, rolling around at the bottom. Zen was trying to save, but Visuals and Braids were pushing up. Instead of focusing any pressure in that direction, they immediately rotate the zone. Jump on board Rapid, less than 25 HP, quickly as Cold by his side. Holding on to those builds, making sure they don't get pushed for free.
топ
It's actually separated right now.
15
Two different
минимум.
boxes. That would have been a
Ако
perfect
вземат
time to
рефреш през
strike
това
onto
време,
Rapid, but Cold is
това
looking
топ
through the
5.
cone, gathering information, waiting for Rapid to
Гледай,
make a
гледай,
rotation
гледай,
on
гледай.
over into the same box.
What a
Meanwhile, you
find.
Какви
find
килове, брат? Ето го
another
рефреша.
big elim
Не
onto
успя обаче, само
Magma.
кил.
This is how you create moments instead of waiting for them.
That timing couldn't have been better, and Cole's got the right idea. He's thinking this guy has to get knocked somewhere close by, but unfortunately is going to be out of reach, and they could have used that little bit of loot right there, but the fact that Cold and Rapid have managed to kind of found a stable ground here, that's going to be a problem for the standings. Meanwhile, Visual and Braids is like the sleeper duo we're not talking enough about right now. They have just remained so competitive, and while all eyes are on Cold, Rapid, Clix, Higgs, Peterbot, Boya, you have Visuals and Braids slowly working their way up the standings as well.
Yeah, they didn't even really look up at high ground. They know how many teams like to go up there. They said, you guys can have it. We're going to wait and find these perfect eliminations down below as another one spotted out onto Wagers. No Slepsy in this game, which means that team is fully eliminated out of the game. Braids and Visuals are continuously heating up here in this game. Peterbot as well. I did see Preston go down. Luckily, we get a huge view of how Peterbot and Boy were able to pick up another elimination.
Clix, първите, брат. Първите на планината. Отново играят това игра.
Meanwhile, Higgs and Clix tanking
Поредна игра. Кликс. Кликс умира, брат. Какво направи? Мале. Peterbot взема кил на Ейкорн. Мале Кликс не знам.
It's all up to Higgs now to try to play this out for positioning here. This is going to be close, but hey, he's got this mountain, which is all natural elevated here to work with. Dozer, Ivchou know that they've taken one out from the top. Up they go. Peterbot and Boyo bounce their way back into the game now.
IPS шокове и бомбичка намерял
For this team, and finally now big placement points are being earned here.
Yeah, if you didn't watch the last couple of minutes, you would almost not even know Peterbot and Boyle were such in a drastic situation. Forced to literally fight their way out. Cold and Rapid as well. They finally reunite into the same box, getting pressured on the other side.
Винаги кърв са живо, обаче тук Хикс ще умре.
They're just trading shots back and forth.
Живее, ама то трибюда малко да направи някакъв пъч. Чуката мерси много за 4 евро, бро. Рейд, Колт и Рапид. Рапид на много малко HP. Peterbot и Boy летят. Взимат хайграунда. Peterbot държи хай и Boy отива той вече. 6 кил имат, уинат от тази игра. Ако уинат, може би ще са second, third place, нещо сорта. Колт. Топ 13, брат. Отново под топ 10 ще направят сигурно. Peterbot обаче. Ivcho какъв е инвалид. Boy като соло 8 кил имат. Колт и Рапид на хайграунд. Колт 0 билда. Не взима ефект. Взе вече. Ivcho и Edgers. Амниш second пара много кацало. Брейдс, Visual са живи и те. Брейдс и Visual. Те верно са underdoгове, брат. Те ще са first place maybe. Second, по-скоро ма first place ако мрат е сега. Колт и Болт. Колт и това е, не Болт. Ама ни умират. Колт ни умира, брат. Visual и Брейд се обаче имат 8 кила, брат. Колт има 6 кила by himself и е топ 5 отново, брат. Топ 5 умира от Болт. Visual и Брейд уинат ли? Ако уинат са много close до Колт и Rapid. Edgers обаче взимат победата с 6 кила, 267 точки.
The game
in a great fashion there too, but Visuals and Braids now a second place. They already won a game here today. What more can you ask of these teams? It is a who's who in the end game here for game number 5 there, Zeke.
Break his way in to try to find any scraps left behind, but he's just waiting for the zone actually forces him to that's where he's going to dig in the pocket and try to pull out those shockwaves.
Човек, има си Sphinx, умират от Search, чакат ги. Има 6 паша Peterbot.
They're trying to see if Muzz is going to make a mistake and weaken that wall with an edit. That's all it's going to take for them to break right in. They say, no, screw it. We're going to go on and break in ourselves.
I guess Peterbot и Пой оправят преди, брат, просто сменяме на Ivcho и Edgers. Не ги убиха. Обаче май хитнаха Мъз или Sphinx, не съм сигурен. Те че ако умре от Search, може да има кил, ако някой друг не ги хитне.
Yeah, they barely got above that damage threshold for Muzz and Sphinx, because that would have been Muzz going down. He had 24 HP, one strike takes him out of this game, but luckily for him, the Chug Jug's there. Poil's down, Veno's down, Rapid's still alive, and for Rapid, with how things have been looking, this is a huge blessing with a bunch of our juggernauts being left as solos.
Curve, that's it. That's all that's left to kind of play this one out. Placement points has
Май няма да има 7 next.
Peterbot's also
Peterbot трябва да направи грандиозен почетка. Да бакат на точките. Rapid убива Мъз. Sphinx е само умре той. Peterbot 59 билда. W. Sphinx от кой ще умре? Той е бот, Sphinx, казахме, че умре от Ферче, май е бот. Clix? Леле, Clix е соло, брат.
Even Sphinx
Man, the
barely
best teams
surviving. I'm not even sure how he's not been looked at once. Barely just 2 HP. Clix is in fact still alive. So another big game left as solos here. Luckily for all three on screen, all of them are going to be above the damage threshold. Even more so as Peterbot finds another elimination. This is crazy right now. Peterbot's putting up the clutch here that he needed.
Гледай, три пиловите гледаме в момента, брат. Направо не знаеш какво да гледаш. Sphinx си клъча 2 HP. Пирах и той. Пиит и той.
Can't afford to play with the zone. These are some of his old builds here. He's going to still continue to go around the outskirts. Bringing focus back to the left, though. I mean, this is insane to kind of watch play out right now. Everyone here, although they are solo, are playing exceptionally well. Curves on the heels of Clix, though. Barely manages to get away there.
Yeah, you can see right now in terms of curve, he's really just out of builds
Много пиловите, брат. Много пил. Кърв умира. Peterbot го убива. Амниш и Кави на хайрон. Екон бот потек. О, Peterbot. Краква го към билда, брат. Леле. Един билд. Добър. Много топ 16. Clix скочва още. Agers Ivchou 5 кила на лоу. Clix скочва колкото може. И курва добре. 16 билда гледа на хайраунд. Видя, че е на дърво, ама не отива на там. За надолу, бум, крак. Пейпър на лоу раунд. Оцелява в ендгейм. Clix долу го спипва. Екорн и Болт. 2 кила имат те. King Peace и Купър. И Рит и Купър, брат, са живи. Ivcho и Edgers се умрел Ivcho на много малко. 320 точки са много тимове вече. Много тимове 4-5. О, тук може би ще успее за Сайфан, но да успява Сайфан мак също. Топ 10 в момента. Още един Сайфан взима. Найс. О мага. И взима друг ног, обаче умира, всички са долу, не. Вече не. Рид. Краква добър фейс. Взима пица. Много. Колкото му наби 30 демет, брат, имаше и пица. Бос няма как да я види пицата, брат. Направо за зона. Трудно да я види. Топ 4 в момента взима лоу раунда е найс. Другото обаче много по-добре. Не му пълна на болц. Моите добре го изиграл, ама не му пълна така. Но гледа, прави каквото прави. Краква едното дуло, ма не. Дуло и соло. Дуло и две солота. Амниш и хави на хайграунд. Чувате Виктори саунда, обаче изобщо не са спечелили, брат. Едно, две. QK, даже ще ги кочнем, брат. QK лъчва, брат. И тия Fortnite пуснаха в победата на Амниш, тука, брат, и даже не спешилиха играта.
Take a look and see what these look like as we prepare for tomorrow's game.
Of course.
Яба.
Of course.
Yeah.
Първи, втори и трети, брат, виж колко е клоус.
I guess let's just start top to bottom. We'll start top to bottom.
На Clix и Clix 7.
And Bolts have suddenly
Пейти и Пойо не са мрънали от 6-то.
to first place. Off of Bolts solo, a fourth place for Elims. Kelly! How?
I mean, it's Acorn and Bolts. That's how. Of course, it is Acorn
Colt-
and Colt
Colt и
in
Rapid
first
губят
and second place
и
with
лиги
a
дебата.
single point separating them, Vivid. My gosh. But that's also not even to consider just how close everyone in our top four is. That is just 28
Са Пейти и
points
Пойо, брат,
separating
утре
first and
печелят
fourth
somehow, by the way.
Incredible run here. You
Ще
know, I
направят
can't lie. Acorn and Bullets, they've had. I would consider
две
kind of like a
десятки, брат.
quiet day. Like, I don't think anything
Десятки
out of the
победа
freezer
и ще са
happened. I mean, they won game
568
number
точно.
4, but